Well, the largest LGBTQ art installation to ever be at City Hall is now on display throughout Pride Month. Photographs by Toronto artist Adam Zivo cover 1,000 square feet of wall space in the rotunda. The exhibit is called Love is Love is Love. I spoke with Adam Zivo about the significance of these photos on exhibit at City Hall.
This is the chance to have this change a physical space for a month, where an audience represents a wide cross-section of society. You know, people coming through the rotunda come from all parts of the city. They represent all sorts of different professions, lifestyles, cultural values. And for them, when they see this, they get to experience what it means to be LGBT.
One of the people who was in through here is the mayor, John Tory, came through and took a look at the photographs. What does that say to you?
Well, I think continued political support, and especially gestures like this, are essential because it wasn't that long ago that there was no political support for LGBT people. It was only 40 years ago, or 50 years ago, that you could be killed for being LGBT and no one would care. You would be laughed at, you'd be erased from history. We were criminals simply because of who we are. And I think for some people, they might think that the community is too loud, too much, but this change is recent. And things like this, support like this, symbols like this, are necessary to remind us of the progress we've made and cement that progress.
What was it like finding the models for your photographs? Because I look and I see everyone represented here, and doing their own sort of expression of what love is.
Well, so here's the funny thing, is that for the most part, they're not models. I shoot at other Pride festivals, there was this giant archive of material. And that archive, it's just of people being really real. You know, when you look at the photographs, about half of these are people who have seen our booth at Pride. They've come in, they've been shot in like a minute or 2 minutes. And it's authentic relationships, authentic people. There's no posturing, there's no thought to it. It's just like human.
So I want to ask you too then, I mean, we see people coming and going and people are looking at the photographs. When they leave the building, what do you want them to take away?
Well, I think it depends on who we're talking about. You know, I think for people who are LGBT, I want them to feel safe. I want them to feel validated. I want them to feel as if the city cares about them. And I know that sometimes that can be difficult for some people who feel marginalized. There's a slew of controversies that maybe we shouldn't go into, but we're all aware of. And I want them to feel more comfortable despite that. For people who are moderately homophobic, it's unfortunate that they think the things they do. I want them to sort of think about their assumptions about what we are. I mean, we're not some sort of crazy deplorables trying to ruin society. We're just human beings. Our relationships look like your relationships. And I want people to just feel empathy for us.